Hey guys, welcome back to the new city building project, which is super secret still. Actually, it's not secret, but we don't have a name for it yet. Now, my question to you is, do you know for a name for this map? And also, do you know for a name for this sort of adventure map creating team? Because we are going to create adventure maps and I don't want this one to be the last one. Now I want to keep all these awesome builders and probably also get some people on who are really good at redstone or command blocks, which would join Fortress and Gilly, and maybe even some story writers or possibly graphics artists to make custom items for in the game. Now all that stuff, of course, is gonna happen, but it does take some time. And we do want a cool name for the team. We don't just want to be like under Nick, my channel. We want to find a name that's cool and that we can then use to put that content under, if that makes sense. I would still make everything on this channel, but we would have sort of a community name for that little group. So if you have any idea for a name for the team, so for the adventure building map, whatever team it's going to be, if you know a name, put it down below in the comments. And we're also looking for a name for this map, which is a zombie apocalypse adventure map. Now, I want today's video to be all about the plugin that we use on this build server. Now, this thing is fully custom and made by me, and we've been using it since the beginning of this project. I actually also made a very amateur version in script back in the day on the GTA server, which was sort of similar, but this one looks and feels and it's just a lot better. It has a lot more features and it's way awesomer. Is that a word? Awesomer? I have no clue. Right, so if you're a builder and you go on the server and do /jobs, you will get into this menu. Now all of this can be done inside of this menu, which is what I like about it. It's like a big GUI that you can do everything inside of. By the way, this is basically a tutorial on how to properly use this thing, so if you do become a builder on the server, you know how to properly use it. And those who don't want to apply for builder, I still think it's fun for you guys to see what we use to build, because it's going to be in a lot of videos and I'm going to be using it, so I might as well tell you how it works. So what the jobs plugin is, what my idea for it was, is to manage the building on a server, to manage it in a proper way, and that you have an overview of who is doing what and stuff gets done in a very nice and ordered way. Now all the jobs will be listed down here in this little section below this glass section, so this is like a big giant list. The top left one being the newest. Now there's lots of filters we can apply to display this differently, but for now just know that the top left one is the newest job that we added. Now at the top left here I made a little thing, player statistics, and it says your own completed jobs. I haven't done any jobs myself. I've just been messing around making the mountain, and nothing on, like, no building on this map has been done by me yet, but that will change. I will do some for videos. Now my total server activity, there you can see it, 27 hours and 30 minutes. That's since this job plugin. Even before that, I also did some stuff in here. So we've been spending quite some time before the video as well. Now the second thing, which is also pretty interesting, this plugin also keeps track of your build time. Now if you're AFK or if you're not building somehow, then that will not count up. It's only if you're active on the server and doing stuff while building. Now you can already tell that iMineFino is a very active builder, and we do have a couple really good ones. Now Stefan, he is pretty new and he's also done 22 hours, almost 23 hours. That is insane. I haven't actually seen that yet. Now Lars is also from the GTA project. You guys might actually remember his name, and he has done 22 hours so far in the last 7 days actually. At the bottom you can see left and right click, previous next page. So if I right click, I go forward a page, so you have the rest of the times, and this is actually a bug I have to fix. And Nick, this is great, you should have fixed this before you did the video. Oh well, that'll teach me. So I still have to take away the 000 times, but you can basically see all the people here and you can go cycle through the pages. Now if I hold shift and I do left click, now it's server activity forever. So in total so far, we've done 437 active hours. So active, not just standing, actually doing something. Now iMine is on 69 hours. That's crazy, almost 70. But here I can show you the page system a bit better. So if I right click, I go to page 2, and I can right click again, page 3, and there's exactly 2 pages. So page 3, 4, 5, they're not going to display anything. Just 2. There's 30 people that have been on as a builder. That's just a little interesting thing, not too interesting for you guys. Now job statistics is just the total jobs, for example, 36. There's 3 open, 8 in progress, 1 help needed, 1 done, 22 approved, and 1 locked. Now this filter I was talking about, you can go inside of, and there is lots of statuses here. Now you see the color of these jobs, it basically represents the state that they're in. You can also see the state. Help needed, for example, is blue. Now you can filter these. If you don't want to see the help needed jobs, you turn that off, you go back, and blue is gone. You don't see those anymore. Now the reason why I have this is because people sometimes, they want to, like, for example, they want to only see the help needed jobs. And if I go back now, that's the only one, the one that needs help. So if you want to help people, just go on that job and add yourself as a builder, for example. You can also do it, for example, take that off and only the open jobs. So only open jobs that nobody has joined yet, you can basically join and get working on it. Now we can reset that here back to the normal thing, and by default locked and approved is off. Locked basically means that we don't have all the info in the job yet to turn it to open, which means builders can join. And approved means that it is approved by us. Now the done jobs are done, but they're not approved. So a builder can put their job to done, and then one of the admins needs to approve it. And then by default, it doesn't show here because otherwise this list would be way too big. But you can still see them if you click this and then go back. And we almost have a full page of jobs here. And this is job 1 and then goes all the way over job 36. Now this will also have pages, and once this has a couple pages, you'll see that here arrows will appear and you can click them to go forward and backwards. Now this here, display location indicators, is a very fun little thing that I made. Now you can click this, enable it, and it will show, if I can find them, here's one for example, it's going to show a little indicator with the status, nice particle effects that kind of fall down onto the building that it's on, and this is just a random thing that I thought would be fun. Now so this is the status. I can show you a help needed job, for example. I know that it's this one. Here you go, and the particles will fall down on the job where it's from. So that's actually a nice indicator, in my opinion. Now also, if you go near this job, so this one, you want to know which one it is. If you now write it, so you're very close to this job, I write it, and I go into this job immediately. This is job 33, and you can do everything you need to do right here. And then for the admins, you can add a job, which basically adds it, and you can put all the info in. Not super useful for you guys to know. So let me put this back to default, which is like that, and we have a couple new filters here. Build time to filter by build time. So here you go, you can see the build time is 6 hours and 29 minutes on this one. It's the 5th row, 6 hours 29 minutes, and then the last one here, nothing has been done. So it basically puts the one that has the most work on it top left. You can then reverse anything. So these work all crisscross, so you can reverse that. So now you have these on the end, and I can filter to just me, or you can change that into another builder. But that's just extra, and pretty much for admins, it's not really that interesting. Now let's go back and I can show you the inside of what a job would be. So for example, the last one here, builder highwall, you can see the status is in progress. You can see the location of it, which is not super useful because you can right click to quick teleport to the job. You can see when it's added, the build time you can see, and we can add a description and name that's at the top. Now this description says a shop on the bottom floor, apartment on the top, similar style as the other buildings. Now if you just want to quickly teleport to it, right click, kabam, and you're on top of it right here. You can see this thing, you teleport below it, and it's falling down onto the building that it's for. So he just did this building and actually got accepted as a builder, which is great, and he's currently working on this building. Now once he is done, he will actually, I can actually show you this. But since he's the builder, I can't show you this because only he can change the status. But you can left click to go inside of a job, and then you have the info once again right here. Then this will show you all the builders that have worked on this. So there's multiple people that could leave and join. And this timesheet will keep track of who worked what amount of hours. Then I can teleport to it once again with this button, or click right click to change it to where I'm currently standing. So if you want to change the location, basically. That's currently only for admins, so the other people can only left click to teleport to it. Then also the rest is for admins only as well. You can see reference pictures, so you can put in pictures that will display in the chat. Let me quickly show you that. And I know that this one has it, so if I shift right click, kaboom, it will show it in the chat right here, and you can just click these links. So we can provide links with pictures to what the building needs to look like, or what anything needs to look like, basically. Now let's go back into this one. And this for us, also the admins, is to left click to change the description and right click for name. Now I can just quickly show you guys this. If I right click, kaboom, it'll show this. I can click that to get the existing name. It's going to put it right here in the chat. If I want to edit it, for example, kaboom, I'm just going to put a dot after it. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to click enter, and now it's changed, and you can see the dot is added to it right there. Same thing goes with description, just left click right there. Now, if you are the builder on the job, you'll see lots of status updates. So this job has not been worked on yet. I'm just gonna click to it. So right click, here I am. Didn't actually need to do that, but I'm gonna left click into it, and now I have a couple more options. Now we went through these, nothing too fancy. Now these two are new. Me as an admin, I can lock this job again so people can't go on it. But all the info is clear, so it's opened right now. You can see status open. So I can add myself as a builder with that click. Now the status will be in progress, and you'll see me as a builder on the job. Now if I'm actually building and doing active stuff, this build time will start ticking. It will go up, and it will show up in this builder timesheet right there. You can also see this changed into orange, which is in progress, and I can go near it and go inside of it. Now I could change this if I need help, for example, if I want another builder to work on this for me, because now if, for example, if I go to this in progress job, I can't work on it as well. I can't click to join. That person first needs to set it to blue to help needed, and then I can go inside of it and work with him. So where was my job actually? This one. I can set it to blue, and if I do that right here, request help from other builders, kabam, it's going to take away a couple things that you don't need. And you can also cancel that help request, of course, because now it's blue. This one is mine right now. Other people could now click add as a builder, which would display here. But I'm going to cancel that right there, and I could, for example, let's say this job is done. I'm going to set it to done, and there you go. Now you can see in the background this thing changed to done, and this status is also done. Now as the builder itself, you can once again think, oh, I forgot something. You can cancel that once again. It's going to change to orange, and it's back to in progress. But let's say it's actually done. You want to just keep it like this, and then once an admin sees this, they see, oh, this is done. They can go inside of it and look at the job. If it matches the description, if it's good, lots of detail, then they can approve it, and then kaboom, it's going to be gone. This is actually also a bug, so never mind. It should disappear. Now you can see that I don't see my job anymore because the standard filter is this turned off. And that's how a job basically works, and people just go through this list and always have something to do. Now let me turn that on so I can go back inside of my job, which was this one right here. I'm gonna set it back to in progress, and then I'm actually going to remove myself as a builder. There we go. So it's back to normal. Now this one is open and has no build time because I was standing still and doing nothing. Let's turn this off once again. There you go. So the more builders you have, the more active this list is going to be, and it actually updates live. So if somebody was doing something, changing statuses, you'll see it happening live if you are in this menu right here. So you would have, with a big team, you would have multiple pages, and this would be a very active tool, and it would be very fun. So that's basically it and how it works. So that was it for today for that job plugin. Now guys, I'm going to start building on this map in the next videos from now on. This was just like a little introduction and to that little job tool that we now use. I just wanted to show you guys, and I thought it would be cool to show you guys how it works. So the next videos, I'm going to probably work on this mountain and do a couple buildings along the side, and it's going to be lots of fun and way better videos than before. We are still actively looking for good builders, so if you think you can build in this style, exterior and interior, I'm just going to show you a random interior right here. This building is really good. So I'll just show you. This is a very dense interior though, but you'll see this has multiple rooms. It's apocalyptic and like war-like, so it's all broken down and broken to pieces. But this, for example, is a bathroom with stalls. There you go. So if you think you can build to this style, it's not too difficult. You just need to have a feel for this. It'll flow once you get it. It's just very broken down and lots of leaves and lots of bits sticking out, and yeah, all pretty cool stuff. It's gonna look really nice once this is actually done. And I haven't actually shown you guys part of the city. There's going to be much more. Just look at all these shapes and skyscrapers and subway and beach. There you go. This actually takes a while to get to. There's a highway right there with a tunnel, and we have a giant beach which is not filled with water yet, but that's okay. Then we have a giant tower which is going to be a main part in this storyline, and also these buildings right here. Now, yeah, it's going to look pretty freaking amazing. Sort of like GTA, but actually nicer, because this is not on weird angles. Look how nice and tidy these buildings are on a perfect straight angle. Not all of them, of course, because that looks weird, but just most. So the link to apply is apply.myname.net, so apply.mo1ck.net. Definitely apply if you think you have what it needs and you want to help, because I will actively showcase your stuff in the videos and give you little shout outs, and it will be fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, definitely drop a like rating down below and let me know what you think about the plugin and about the map. Also, don't forget to give us ideas for the team name. And now I'm gonna go. So, bye bye guys. Take care.